This reading will be about Nicki Minaj's latest song that she is about to release. I feel in a week or so, or like very soon, which is called "Last Time I Saw You." She first has previewed the song through a TikTok live, and everybody has been raving about it since then, from the fans to general public to everybody else, claiming that this is the Nicki that they want back. That the song is already getting them in their feels. That they're relating to it. That they can feel the song speaking thoroughly to them, that they're going to blast it, that they're loving it and everything of that sort. Therefore, she's about to release this because she released the pre-save link, I think yesterday or the day before it, and she also revealed the beautiful picture that is going to either serve as the cover or the promotional shoes for it. Either way, she released that. So I already asked the question of what is the song going to be about, and let's see what we got. So the song is going to be talking about, I'd say, okay, the song is about to talk. Oh my God, I'm sorry. The song is going to talk about experiencing losses, unfairness, and feeling like everything is not working out to the better. Like you said you're going to stay, but you kind of like left me behind and walked away and just let me deal with this on my own. It's going to talk about the confusion you feel when you feel like everything is slipping away from your hands, or you feel like everything is imbalanced and there is no kind of like balance within the connection. It's going to talk about the unfairness, feeling like you're being punished for falling in love, or for loving too hard, or for wanting to try, or like for not trying enough, for wanting to give up, or for not doing enough, for not saving the relationship, or for salvaging it, for sabotaging it, or for having a hand in just feeling like you weren't doing enough, or like the person just kind of like bailed out on you. It's both of them, because she's saying to the other person that you said you won't walk away, like you wanted me to say, but you walked away. Which is kind of relatable to many people, myself included, because everybody deals with situations similar that either make or break you. Therefore, she's going to talk about that. She's going to talk about how the person walked away, and that just created more disappointment and created more kind of like boundaries that had to be respected. It's going to talk about it's going to talk about people kind of like you pushing people away, and then like finally getting the hint, and just like not messing with your boundaries anymore, but you were expecting them to come back because this was like the usual thing that used to happen within the relationship or within the connection. Like this was the toxicity that was in there. So when like you or the other part finally decided to like walk away or just like choose yourself, now it's time to celebrate, or like now it's time for you to just feel weirded out, because like why didn't you come back? Like, why didn't you come back? Like, I was feeling you here with me, but I wasn't feeling you to the fullest, But at the same time, it's like she's blaming the other parties, but also blaming herself, because, like, both of them, it takes two to tango, basically. Yeah. And then just kind of like reminiscing about the good times that, they once used to share. And just thinking that if I leave it up to time, if I leave it up to fate and everything, maybe you'll come back, or maybe we're going to do better, or maybe like just maybe there is something for us to mend over here. But but the truth was, it was needed, for them to part ways, and for them to like not rush it, or just like not be back towards one another so fast. And then just having to experience the loss and just take it fully in, and kind of like reminisce about it, or just contemplate about how it was experienced. Because like maybe I kind of like pushed you out of the door, or maybe you didn't kind of like you didn't hold on to it tightly, maybe just let me go, or maybe I just pushed you away. And it's going to speak about I'd say, like feeling insecure, or like second guessing yourself and second guessing your worth in the relationship, or like what you brought into the table. He's going to talk about, finally speaking your truth, coming clean with everything, and just kind of like speaking about everything else, and just talking about how you needed time to yourself, or just how you thought that it was better for you to just be on your own or just be alone. Even if you were in the relationship, but you were also feeling on your own, like you weren't feeling the other person's warmth or presence generally in your life, even if y'all were together. So those are some themes that the song will be talking about. Just feeling trapped in your head and just thinking and thinking and thinking instead of just taking action. And then it's finally over, and it's blowing you away that it is finally over. Like you're kind of just like realizing that now that everything isn't going to go back to what it was, but you're going to have to just let it be, because it's crumbling down, and you can't just like the someone you're saving, basically it can't be just like saved, because neither one is kind of trying, but you just still look back at the memories and just smile. But yeah, it's talking about breakup. It's a heartbreak song. It's a heartbreak song talking about how there was no real long-term success for the relationship, or it wasn't going to be a permanent one. It was just going to be a temporary one that is going to teach you about loving yourself, or just like doing better in your love life in general. Let's see, what else do I want to ask? How will the general public feel about the song when it's going to be out? How will the general public feel about last time that I saw you? Yeah, they're going to love the song. They're going to relate to it. They're going to say the Onika, or like Nicki, has spoken her truth in the song, and she was very truthful. People are going to say like she was very blunt on the song, like she was speaking she was kind of like dropping real shit talk, basically. She was really talking her truth in there, because that's what women, or just people in love, experience generally. So they're going to listen to the song and actually give it like a good review, and give it her like its props. They're going to talk about that, because it's going to talk about real life experiences, and they're going to be like, we never doubted you, or like we always knew that you could snap right back into whatever you were giving us. Basically, they're going to love it. I see some parts of it trending on TikTok. I see them doing, like the most with this, of course, like they always do, riding the wave, but also loving the song, and just, feeling like she finally dropped something that's, all hopeless romantics, or will kind of like bring everybody together, from the hopeless romantics to people who appreciate general music, and just like real music, or just, people who deal with toxic stuff like that, and people who are still stuck on stuff like that. Is going to be kind of like their companion through that journey. Yeah, it's going to hit the right spots for everybody else, and it's going to make them feel like they're closer to her, and she's speaking the truth, and she's seeing through them, basically, like she's seeing through them, and kind of like living with them. People are definitely going to be loving this song, because it's going to be talking about like feeling like you were trapped and just stuck and stalling about making the decision, and feeling like you have an unfinished type of business with people, and like finally deciding to just make a decision that is about to serve you. So the general public will love it. There is also people who are going to be kind of like insecure by the fact that she changed her sound again, and kind of like rebranding herself with each era. People are going to be like shook about it, because they didn't experience that to happen. Didn't expect that to happen. There's also people who are going to be like torn between whether admitting that the song is a banger, or just keep being delusional, or just like lurking in the dark, instead of just coming out and saying that like we like the song and everything. Let's see, how will the general public feel about Last Time I Saw You, the new Nicki Minaj song that she's about to release? Yeah, as I said, it's definitely going to ruffle some people's feathers. Wow, it's going to create lots of confusion for other people. Like, we didn't expect her to come with this type of sound again. But people are going to definitely love the song. You're definitely going to, listen to it and everything. But some other people will just be looking back at it and just be like, what is she playing? What does she have, like, in mind for her to just becoming strong like this, to becoming strongly after everything like this? Like, what changed, Some people are going to have to come out and say that, like, yeah, we gotta give it to her. Like, yeah, she did something in here that cannot be ignored. And they're definitely going to love the song. Exactly. They're going to love the song, and it's going to help in kind of like stabilizing the song in the charts, or just, giving it the success that it deserves. Because everybody's sad and everybody's brokenhearted and everybody's dealing with something, and the song is just going to be talking about that. But at the same time, some people will not like it, or just feel like, they're frustrated, or just feeling like, why is this happening now? Like, why is she talking about that now? But it's definitely going to be a rebirth phase for Nicki, where she is going to just, bask into the love that the song is going to receive and get. Let's see. Top 13, top 13, top 15, top 20, top 10 on Billboard, number 1 on iTunes. I'm hearing for sure. Definitely a Q top 10, top 5, top 15, top 20. If not, then as most top 25. But let's see. How will the song do on the charts? How will Nicki Minaj's Last Time I Saw You do on the charts? Hold on. Top 10. Top 3. I wouldn't say, like, it's gonna be the third song on Billboard, but definitely a top 10. Top 10, 12, 11, 13, 15, 20 at most. Yeah. It will do good on the charts. There's definitely some people who kind of like, there's definitely a person here, an air sign person, a man, who would kind of like want to just want her to not actually like, get another hits record, or just not like be number 1, because they're tired of her kind of like breaking records, and they don't want her to be the breaking record type of person, because they're tired of that. They want her to kind of like just slow it down, but at the same time the song is going to do well, it's going to receive love, and people are going to work hard to get it to the top 10 or top 10 at most. They're going to work very hard, or like her fans, of course, organize buying parties, streaming parties and whatnot, to actually just like get her the number 1 she deserves, because they're like, she's working hard for us and everything, therefore we need to pay her back by streaming and helping her get number 1s and everything. So let's see. Will it go number 1? Like, how will the song do on Billboard? Oh, there's so many cards. Let me ask again. How will Nicki Minaj's new song do on Billboard? Last Time I Saw You. There are definitely some stuff that's going to be pulled behind the scenes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm not even surprised, because they always want to fumble her bag really badly, but she's always going to come out on top, and she's always going to be strong, because she always has the strength card. Yep. It's like she's saying that, times have changed. This is not the same era where you wanted to hold me back down, and you wanted to basically skin me alive and burn me alive, and wanted to mess everything up for me. This time I have more energy, and this time I am more determined to get everything that I deserve and everything that I desire, because after all, it is her empire. That's what she's saying. It's time for them to kind of like give it up. That's what she's saying, because no matter how hard they try to do everything, I prevail and I survive and I do it better, and I come 10 times stronger and harder. Like, she knows that people might want to pull strings behind the scenes too. She's very much aware of that. She knows, and she won't stop, even though she's overworking herself and everything. but she's going to get what she deserves, and it's going to be, the song is going to be critically acclaimed. I see some articles being typed out about it. I see people loving it and everything. It's going to come as a shock because no matter how hard they try to stop her bag and everything, she is still going to come out on top, even through Billboard. And I do see her reflecting that stuff on one of her upcoming tweets about the song, or like when the charts will be out and everybody is going to be like, we did it again, she deserves that and everything. So yeah, she's definitely going to come out on top, even though people will definitely drop some bags to kind of like stop her bag, but she's the empress, therefore the song is going to do good either ways. So yeah, let's see, those were the most important questions about the song though, like how it will do, how it will be received, and what will it be about. Those are the main questions that anybody would like to know about until then. So yeah, this was a very quick reading on the next single by none other than Nicki Minaj. So definitely be on the lookout for more readings about other celebrities and mainly Nicki too. And until then, bye.